Okay, June 29, Mommas iPod Touch repair. So I've got an iPod Touch. It's been dropped, and it does still work, but it's needs to be fixed. So the first step is to power it down. And this one already has a piece of clear packing tape covering the glass, so it shouldn't come apart. This touchscreen still works. So I've got a couple kits. This machine is about 2 years old, so I got a battery replacement, a notably thin battery. I have a new screen. It's got new glass and an integrated touch panel and some very small connectors on this flat flex cable. So the last tool, actually besides the old person glasses, which might be needed because it's very small, I have a heat gun. This is a particularly fancy heat gun. It's temperature controlled. I'm going to try 100 degrees C to loosen up the glue. Here we go. So the idea is just to warm this thing up and use those old plastic pry tools to get the glass off and then see what's next. Feels like 100 degrees C might be a little cool for this. I'm going to go to 150. Let's check to see whether that loosened it up at all. A little bit on this side. We need some more heat. Looks like it's starting to lift up a little bit over here. I'm going to crank it up a little bit more. I'm going to 200 C. So that's about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the temperature of the air at the exit nozzle, so it's considerably cooler by the time it actually hits the iPod. See the tape starting to curl from the heat a little bit there. I'm going to try X-Acto knife. Okay, we've got a toe hold here. Okay, it looks like that's it. So it looks like despite all of the broken glass, this is going to come off in one piece. Okay. So this is the first stage. This home button is reusable. So hopefully I'll be able to get that off. And you can see in here there's some connectors, more flat flex cable. Actually, if we look carefully here, This connector has come off already. So here's the new one. So that would be that connector. And then the other connector is folded in there. So that has to come out without damage. You can see a front-facing camera and the back-facing camera, which will have to come out because the battery is underneath here. You can see some of the adhesive here came off. More down here. No fasteners so far. Doesn't look like anything is broken yet. So I'm going to go ahead and get those connectors off, and we'll have part 2 then.